Hey guys, Dubs here from Etc. Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Battlefield 4 for Beginners. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's overlooked but extremely important, and that's map control. So map control is the ability to do what you want on a given map, either typically to restrain enemy movement or increase your team's ability to move around the map freely. In order for you to establish map control, there are two key things that you need to know. First is you need to know where your enemy is, and you can do this by spotting your enemy, looking at the mini-map to see where your enemy is situated from your teammates spotting them, and looking for the skull icons that appear when friendlies die, because typically if friendlies die, an enemy is nearby, so that's a good indicator of where the enemy is situated. And also the lack of presence of any friendly forces in a major lane. So for example, in Operation Locker, Snow Lane is one of the major flanking lanes, and a lot of the times in my experience I don't see anyone over there. So when I go to cover that lane, I see like a squad full of enemy coming through, but they weren't on the minimap. So it's something to keep in mind. Just because you don't see anything on the minimap doesn't necessarily mean that enemies aren't there. Now the second thing you need to know is kind of segues from the last thing I said, is to know where friendly units are and where they aren't, simply because any unguarded lanes provides an opportunity for the enemy to flank, and having unguarded lanes means you're giving some of the map control up to the enemies, and if they're able to utilize that opportunity, it can potentially cost you the game. So right now in this video clip, Sass and I are trying to prevent the enemy from flanking our teammates while trying to gain the Bravo and Charlie flag. For those of you who don't know this part of the map very well, there are two major ways that you can come down into, I think it's Bravo flag. Yeah, Bravo or Charlie is the one that's down on the first floor. It's through the ramp that I'm guarding, that I'm peeking right now, and the side stairs that's behind me, and also all the way at the end there are two stairs that come down as well. So is a good way to take this flag is to come down from both sides to take it by flanking the enemy. So what we're trying to do here is to make this area really dangerous for the enemy, so that it forces them to go all the way back and down. And what that allows our friendly to do is to not worry about their backs, and to just focus on the two stairways all the way at the end. Now in this next clip, every time we tried to guard Alpha, I started to discover that we were getting flanked from the back, and I wasn't sure where they were coming from, and then I discovered that there's a side lane that the enemies liked using to flank us. So I looked down on the minimap and discovered that there's no indication that our friendly forces are in this lane. So I go through and try to make sure that the enemy isn't using it to flank us anymore, and I discovered later on that it's a real hotspot. So I try to control this lane to make sure that it's an extremely dangerous lane for the enemy to go through. And my goal is to one, either get a lot of kills and eliminate the enemy, hopefully get a few squad wipes, or force them to use other routes. And the reason why this is important is because the more lanes that the enemies have access to, the harder it is to establish map control, because that's more opportunities for the enemies to flank you. So by making one of the routes dangerous enough for the enemy to not use it anymore, decreases the amount of lanes that we need to control, which improves our ability to maintain or establish that map control. That's really crucial to Battlefield gameplay. Now for some of you watching this video, you might consider this camping, but there's a major difference between camping and lane control. Now lane control is something we do in competitive gaming all the time, and what this allows us to do is not only make the area dangerous for the enemies, but it allows us to push forward without having to worry about being flanked. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I hope this helps improve your gameplay. Enjoy the rest of this clip. Please like and subscribe, and guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.